Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about psychopaths because some people wonder, being as though all psychopaths are narcissists, but a narcissist can be a narcissist without being a psychopath. How do you know if that narcissist is also a psychopath? So this is what we're going to get into today. We talk about narcissistic abuse and the narcissist so much on this channel. So let's talk about the psychopath for a moment here and let's just define it, okay? A psychopath is a person that has a brain disorder. They literally have a brain disorder, and it impacts the way that their brain processes emotions, or basically a lack thereof processing emotions, because they don't access their emotions. That part of their brain is basically voided. And scientists have studied this over and over and over, comparing the brain activity of those diagnosed as a psychopath to the non-psychopathic individuals, showing them words, negative words that should trigger the emotional areas of the brain. And it just didn't happen with the psychopath, showing them pictures, horrible pictures of things being murdered and killed, and there's just no emotional reaction. None at all. And the one thing that we do know about narcissists is they definitely are emotional, even if they try to lean more towards those negative emotions, is what they like to let out. But we know that narcissists are emotional. So let's talk about the narcissist versus the psychopath. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list here. And then you can think about the narcissist that you've come in contact with, or this is just purely educational as well, if you're just wondering, like, what is the difference? Okay. All right, so as we were talking about emotions, narcissists, we can cause that narcissistic injury with them. They're very fragile. They're actually very fragile, even though they try to present that they're not. They're creating that false self, and that person is very confident. But underneath that false self is actually the fragile narcissist. And if you don't reflect back to them their specialness of whatever that false image is that they want you to be buying into, you're going to cause a narcissistic injury. Now, the difference between that and a psychopath is the psychopaths are minimally tied to what others think. They don't care. So you're not going to cause a narcissistic injury in a psychopath. So if you're dealing with this narcissist and you were causing all these narcissistic injuries in them, they're not a psychopath. It's very slim that this person is a psychopath because they care too much about what others think. Okay? The next thing that I have on here is perspectives and awareness. A narcissist is like blinded. They spend their whole life almost wearing these fuzzy glasses in a certain sense. They're unable to step into other people's shoes. Whereas a psychopath can step into other people's shoes. They just don't care. They can step into your shoes and see where this would kill you, or this would hurt you, or this would damage you, this would ruin you, this would cause severe whatever to you. But they don't care because they have their goal and their agenda. And they're not working off of their emotions. They're not tapping that part of their psyche. Okay, so there's another difference to know right there between the narcissist and a psychopath. Another one is, a narcissist generally uses an audience, and they need that admiration. And this is, again, talking about how the narcissist is running off their emotions and how fragile they are, that they have to even create this false self. Well, psychopaths can be private. Narcissists tend to be more public, except for the covert ones, which may actually be a psychopath. But Yeah, a psychopath can definitely work in private. They don't have to be seen. They're completely happy with knowing that they got what they wanted. They don't need the whole world to see it with them and get this glory and be on the front stage. As a matter of fact, it might actually tickle them that much more that they were able to do this and nobody even knows about it and they flew under the radar. They don't need the acknowledgement and that limelight like the narcissist. So if you were dealing with a narcissist and they needed that attaboy, they needed that admiration, they needed to be praised for any little crumbs of whatever they were doing, chances are that was not a psychopath as well. Okay. What else do I have on here? A narcissist, they say the upper range narcissists, they know what they are. Okay. And they may be psychopathic. But yeah, we know those lower range narcissists, they don't even know that they're narcissists. A psychopath, they know that they're different. They know that they don't feel like other people, but they observe others and they're able to mimic if they want to and do what is acceptable by society's standards so that they can fit in the ways that they want to fit in. So they have a self-awareness that narcissists do not have. Okay. Narcissists are more short-term and psychopaths are more long-term. So a narcissist is kind of playing a short-term game, and that's why they're going through all these quick cycles, love bombing, devaluing, discarding, love bombing, devaluing, discarding, relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. And then whereas the psychopath can be very, very patient. They could plan something for 60 years from now and be every excited each day that they're getting closer and closer to that. Think about Andy from that movie Shawshank Redemption. He ordered that poster, didn't he? And he was very long-term with that. It took him a long time each day digging that hole little by little. And then when he had his little recess time, he was shaking the rocks, crumbs, the rubbish, whatever, out in the yard little by little. He had a very long-term plan. And this is a movie, yes, but this is just an example of someone, a psychopathic thing that he did. He had that patience. See, a narcissist might have blew his cover. He might have needed to share it with someone so that they were like, yo, you smart. He might have needed that. And then his cover would have gotten blown. But Andy was able to be quiet and little by little, however years it took for him to build that hole big enough to escape. So, there's another difference there. A psychopath is way more complex. So if you were dealing with a narcissist that is also a psychopath, oh boy, to me, it's like you have your hands, it's like 100-fold to me, because I kind of view them as way more sophisticated, way more controlled and intelligent than a narcissist. Okay, so I hope that this brings some clarity to someone out there that's wondering, is this narcissist also a psychopath? Because all psychopaths are also narcissists. But all narcissists certainly are not psychopaths. All right. Yeah. I hope that helps someone. So the narcissists, they care about other people's opinions, and psychopaths are very indifferent. And they're more they can be under the radar. They really can. All right. So if this video helped you, if it resonated with you, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I do upload videos all the time. And we're going to get into this. We're going to learn everything that we can about psychology on this channel and then some. So, I look forward to sharing information with you guys and helping to connect the dots and give you the full circle there. All right, feel welcome to share any and all of my videos. Check out my books on Amazon if you need some healing and finding yourself and healing from a traumatic relationship. That information is definitely in the description. And if you want coaching from me, you can email CoachLakia@gmail.com, and I will correspond with you as soon as I can. Okay, guys? And that's coaching via phone, emailing, or Skype. All right, so until next time, guys, take care and talk to you later.